Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Just here to do our first card for this week. This is Monday. As you know, I do my cards for the day quite late in the day. So this card will take you over into tomorrow morning. The reason I do them at this time is because I am not a morning person, and things work much better for me in the afternoon. So I tend to do the card for the day in the afternoon, and it will take you over into tomorrow morning. If you're a morning person, you can have the energy from the card for then. Okay, so that's why I do it at this time of day. Okay, so just having a little shuffle of the black and white Faulkner deck. I'm going to be using that one as normal. Let's see what we've got happening here for the day. Okay, the card for today is quite a tumultuous card, I would say. It's the Five of Wands. I'll pop it down there so you can see it. Okay, so as you can see from the card, does what it says on the tin. Okay, it's a card of conflict, and it's a card of anger and all of those feelings that we get when we're really wild with somebody. There is a lot of anger in the general energy of the world at the moment. We all know why. I'm not going to kind of go into the whole politics thing because it is what it is. But there is an energy of that. You know, there are people that are angry about the situation, and there are people that are angry with the people that are angry with the situation because they all think it's fair enough, and that's democracy for you. So, you know, there is a conflict around at the moment between lots of different ideas of what's right and what's wrong. Okay, so who knows what's right and what's wrong, because, you know, I sure as hell don't. What we have to focus on when that kind of energy is around us is getting peaceful in our own energy. Okay, what you don't really want to be manifesting for yourself is loads of drama and all of that kind of stuff. It's just draining at the end of the day, you know, rarely achieves anything. The people that are angry probably won't convince the other people that they're right, and the other people that think they're right, so the other people are angry, will probably never convince them that they're right either. And so kind of there is a bit of an energy that I have around that. It's like, why bother? You know, believe what you want to believe, do what you want to do as long as it's not hurting anybody else, and then just kind of try and find your own peaceful way of dealing with the world. The Five of Swords is certainly not an easy card. Okay, the five cards are, however, karmic, so they are cards that say what you put in is what you get out. So if you put in anger and conflict and all of that jazz, you will kind of generate that for yourself. So if that's not what you want, if you're not into the whole drama thing, then the guidance from the card really is to focus more on your own peaceful energy, because then that is what you create for yourself, rather than drama and anger and fighting and all of that kind of stuff. Okay, so there is potential for that there for us today. But, you know, we've had a heads up. We know that it's there, possibly. You know, nothing's ever set in stone. The cards can only guide us. And I'm certainly not God, so I'm not telling you what to do. But the guidance is, if you want to avoid the drama, then it's a good time to kind of look for a little bit of peace within yourself. I'm just going to put down an energy oracle card to just kind of support that a little bit and help us to see. Right, okay. So this card is the Happy Family card. It's a bit like the Four of Cups in the tarot. Quite sort of joyful. And this is kind of saying focus on the joyful stuff, which is what I've just been saying to you, really. I just kind of feel that there is a lot of stuff going on at the moment that is difficult for many people, and not so difficult for others. But whatever way you look at it, it's so much better to be able to find some peace if you can. So focus on the joyful stuff around you. If the general atmosphere in the whole wide world at the moment is difficult for you, don't focus on it. You know, you don't have to watch the news. If the news is depressing, switch it off. I haven't watched the news for donkeys now, because it's just too depressing, and I choose not to focus on that nonsense, because actually that's what it is. And do you know what? I've probably not really watched the news for a good couple of years. Obviously, I have a little delve into things to make sure that I'm aware of what's going on. But I don't watch it, I don't take it on board, I don't let it seep into me, I don't get angry about it, well, not often. And I can honestly say that my life is better for it. I certainly don't feel like I've missed out on anything. I certainly don't feel that my life is less because I've not been watching the news. In fact, the whole thing feels a lot more peaceful to me. Entirely up to you. You decide how you want to deal with things. But I kind of find that focusing on the joyful stuff works for me. And it does tend to attract more joyful stuff to you. If you focus on all the angst and stuff, then you just attract more angst in general. So probably better not to do that. Happy Family card is about that. You know, it's really strange because this is going to sound really airy-fairy. But I don't care, really. I feel like the Happy Family is not just about your family, it's about the world. You know, the rainbow there, I kind of just feel like this is about tolerance and just recognizing that actually we're all here on the same planet and we're all part of the same human race. And yes, some parts of that may not be our flavour, but it's about being tolerant to those things and embracing as much of it as we can, and being joyful and kind to each other and being gentle. Happy Family card's a very gentle card. You know, it's got the rainbow there. All of those things are really important, and the water is really important in this card because it's all about emotion. This card is a head card, okay? It's a swords card. So this is all in your head. This is anger and conflict, and all of those feelings that go with that are kind of smoothed out by this. If you can be in this energy rather than that, you can be in a much more peaceful place. Just kind of feel like at the moment we are kind of, you know, working our way through some stuff, aren't we? And trying different ways. There's certainly supposedly changes happening. We shall see. And just be aware that if you're in a peaceful energy, what you attract is much more peaceful than if you're in that horrible Five of Swords energy, being all angry and angsty and in your head and just doing your head in about things. Really, so not worth it. It's just not worth it. Take your joy from the little tiny things you have around you that are not affected by the goings on around us in the world that we may or may not be happy about. They certainly don't affect things like our pets, and you know, I got 2 cats. My cats are currently sound asleep on my sofa, wrapped up in their blanket. They don't care. And I'm not saying that you have to be a cat, but sometimes you have to kind of adopt a bit of catness to be able to just chill out and allow the world to settle itself down, because it will. I will leave that with you for today. I'll put this up on my Facebook page and my YouTube page, which is Crystal Sparkles. So do come along and have a little watch there, or subscribe there. I've got lots of other bits and pieces happening there. Hopefully going to put up some tarot lessons, some deck reviews this week. I've also got a new deck. I'm going to unbox this towards the end of the week. This is Law of Attraction, similar to the other deck that we use, but this is very much focused on kind of abundance and money and stuff like that. So I'm going to open that towards the end of the week. We've got a new moon coming up on Saturday. So I thought that'd be quite a good time to work with that. And yeah, so lots going on. And I will leave it with you there for now. And I'll be back again tomorrow to do another card for the day. That might be a little bit earlier in the day because I've got some other things I've got to get going on tomorrow. But I'll leave that with you for now. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye for now.